nothing illegal.
Oh, I should have zoomed. I'm behind the scenes, folks. Hi, welcome. It's welcome to Ian and Jerrod's Humpday Extravaganza. I'm Ian. That's Jerrod, and all technical difficulties should be blamed on me. I'm hitting the wrong buttons here. That I'm. Oh my God, I'm on vacation, everybody, this week. So my head's not in the game, and I'm sure Jerrod will. I'll get notes after the show. I'm sure.
I like how you seem surprised that the show is starting. Like, you're behind the camera, you got the microphone in front of you, the show started, and you couldn't have been more surprised in that moment.
I'm hitting all the buttons. I'm starting the show. I'm putting the music on. I'm hiding our faces, and I'm hitting the wrong buttons as I'm trying to turn everything off. Because I'm like, this music doesn't need to go on for 500 hours. Because sometimes I let it play. And I'm like, no, let's just get into it. And there it is. And then I'm nervous. I'm like, Jerrod's going to rib on me. I got to do it. Oh, my God.
I'm just glad you didn't use copyrighted information again.
Hey, I'm just saying, the last time I did,
skirting the law.
We were promoted to a rising star on Facebook. I'm just saying, there's a strong correlation, I think.
That's true. No, you're not going to get me on board with that.
I was like, there was a pause there because I was like, "Holy crap, he's on board with this. He's letting me do it."
Okay, I'll go along with this. Then it's like, no, I have my integrity. I will not be fooled. Use the copyrighted information and.
Well, I will say this: we pissed off YouTube. We did not piss off Facebook. Yes, we were not banned on Facebook. We were banned on YouTube.
So it was the week after the next episode, which was the last one. After that one, Facebook named us rising stars, probably in effort to center their own marketing around our show.
Yeah, I would say, with Twitter's demise impending, Facebook needed to say, you know what, we need some fresh talent. We need more white guys. Like, let's, Zuckerberg. He's no one cares about Zuckerberg anymore. Let's pluck out 2 middle-aged white guys from obscurity and rise them that barely have anybody watching them, and let's make them stars.
And it is such a corporate America move to go that route too.
It is. And
the Facebook, the investors have been a little ever since Zuckerberg had to show how poorly Meta has been doing. So I think they're just using us to try to increase the stock.
Yeah, I mean, and hey, and if the price is right, I can be bought. I think we've talked about this. We can be bought. So put the number in front of us. Like the rising star was a nice little introduction, if you will. But we need some of that Meta money before we sign any contracts.
I will be that dancing monkey next to that sound thing. I don't care.
I absolutely. I will wear every branded Facebook, Meta, whatever you want. I'll wear Oculus eyewear. Like, I will do it.
I will get a tattoo anywhere on my face.
Jerrod will, and for less than you think, everybody. Yeah. This is something that him and Mike Tyson just love the face tattoos.
One of the many things Mike Tyson and I have in common.
Yeah. Yeah, Jerrod's just waiting for a price, not the price, a price. He's keeping it sterile. He's keeping it clean until the right price comes in. And the right price is a price.
Right here. Perfect canvas right there.
Right.
Just give us a starting point. Just a starting point to negotiate on.
Listen. You won't embarrass us. Like, you can start at whatever level you want to start. We got a bid. We got our first bid. $20, Jerrod. My good friend Greg. $20. All right, that's the entry point.
What was the face tattoo of?
Yeah, Greg, you gotta,
I'm not gonna get like
Yeah.
Elon Musk's face.
Right.
Don't do that,
I
Mom.
mean, it's got to be proportion. I'm thinking maybe a teardrop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's much preferable than earning a teardrop tattoo.
That's right. That's kind of the white guy way to get a teardrop tattoo, you know?
Right.
You know? Teardrop.
Yeah,
thanks.
Teardrop. All right.
And there's a good possibility. Greg said that before. I said teardrop, but with the delay.
See, at least we know.
At least we know. So yeah. So all right, we can be bought. I think that's been settled. It's
well
in the archives. Yep.
I am so far beyond the point of having any artistic integrity. Don't worry about that at all.
Yeah. So, but the other, I do, in all seriousness, if we want to keep this rising star business going on, I have no idea what it means. I read the thing, but apparently it's engagement with our audience. So keep the comments coming. I mean, we say that all the time. The show's more fun the more people comment. And it's funny. We started out and I think there were more people on YouTube, but now it seems like people are coming over to Facebook to watch. So welcome everybody. Doesn't matter where you watch. It's that you watch.
We will sell out.
Yeah. So it's the holiday time. I don't know if you knew this. I don't know if you knew.
Surprise.
Yeah.
My least favorite time of the year.
Yeah.
20. And there's so many times of the year that I hate.
You hate. I think it'd be easier to say the one time a year you like, which
very few.
It's Arbor Day, isn't it?
You know what it is? I like summertime. Like when you first get in the summer.
Yeah.
And I say that now. I'm sure that I'll be bitching about.
You'll be bitching. No. It's all. It's whatever season's the furthest away is the one that you.
All I want is whatever I can't have right now.
Yeah. Right. It's you're a 5-year-old in an adult's mind. Yep. Yeah. Awesome. So, how's it going? How's your holiday shopping going and all that stuff?
I hate it.
I know.
It really. I mean, Amazon's made it a lot easier. I'll be honest. If anybody watching, if you're expecting gifts from me, it's like I get gifts for my daughters because they are awesome and they will be the ones taking care of me when I'm old. And everybody else, it's really tough for me to like sprint back and catch up on those. People like gift cards are the best.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And it's not. I don't mind going to a store. What I don't like. I'm going to bitch a little bit. What I don't like, I can't idea generate. Like if I know somebody would appreciate a gift card, I'm fine with that. Like and I used to not be. I used to make it hard on myself. Like, oh, I got to be thoughtful. No, you're just wasting money on thoughtful gifts unless you're really good at it. But I feel like it's 1 in 10, you nail it. And everything else, it's like, you're not 100% with the gift. You're wondering if they're going to like it. And I'm telling you, if you're wondering if they're going to like it, they're not going to like it. They're going to be appreciative of the gift, but it is not going to be their favorite. This season I did a lot of arts and crafts fairs. I went with some friends to 2 and I went through and I'm just like, well, I wonder if that person would like that. I wonder if that person would like that. And it's a crapshoot. So, and I didn't want to spend good money on something that I don't know if they're going to like or not. Right. Why waste the time? A gift card, they can get what they want. And I just wish everybody would say, what's your preferred gift card? So at the end of the season, everything's to one place. So you can pool it. Like if you're trying to, redo your kitchen, Home Depot, Bed Bath and Beyond. I think that's the way to go.
Before we go on, let me say.
I'm sorry. I'm on a rant. I
can offer a few hints here. Number one, nobody wants any gift you buy at an arts and crafts fair. Absolutely nobody. It's crap that's going to go on your crap and it's going to gather dust. Nobody wants that. You know what else nobody wants? Nobody wants anything you made yourself. Nobody does. When I was a kid, we were poor. That was my mom, fooled us into saying that. But now I'm an adult and I know that's not true. Although my dad did make me a really awesome birthday gift.
Yeah, the asterisk on that, unless they have a skill set, like a real professional, like they could make money on what they're doing, then yes, because my cousin is an artist and my uncle, and we get handmade Christmas cards every year, hand drawn, and they're awesome. But they make money.
don't make something with your own hands that you're not good at doing. Don't get I just got clay really cheap and I made you some bowls. That's bullshit. Nobody wants your crappy bowl gift right there.
Right.
If you're good at doing something, then you can make the gift. But if you're not and you're making the gift, it's almost more like narcissists if you're giving crappy handmade gifts that you're not good at making. It's like, you know what? I'm actually doing this because I enjoy it, and now I'm going to pretend that this is my self-indulgent. That's the term I couldn't think of right there.
No, I like it. Yes, absolutely. All right, I want to bring up a few things here. Greg has a good Amazon wish list. So what he's saying, because he mentions the influencers, like just have a year-round wish list going, and if you feel like you want to get me a gift, go to it, right? Because influencers do that all the time. They're like, check out my wish list and send it, and I don't know why, but people do it, right?
That is a good idea, because it's hard when you're asking people, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for your birthday?
Yeah,
you're asking because you don't know what to get them. So keep a running list.
And then they don't have to ask you, and it's still a very big surprise because you don't even know if they had the forethought to go look. I like this. I think we need to. I think our podcast. I think our show needs to champion that idea. And then I don't know why Greg's asking this, other than
I think I should be allowed to guess before you answer.
Okay, yeah. So Greg and I exchanged gifts, so I have a feeling there's an ulterior motive here, but that's okay. But okay, go ahead. Great guess.
Burger King. Burger King is your preferred gift card.
Burger King is my preferred. If I were to do fast food between McDonald's and Burger King, it would be Burger King, because it's more expensive and it's a little bit of a treat. I do like. We've talked about our love for McDonald's, but very specific things at McDonald's. Burger King, yeah. But I don't know. I used to be Best Buy. And I'll tell you why. Because Best Buy used to have to get discs for video games, and video games is a very, they're expensive, and you always want a new game, but it's very hard for me to pull the trigger to say, I'm going to spend $70 on myself at any given time. So if I had something at Best Buy, I knew at least I could get a video game, or I was always looking for some sort of electronic, but Best Buy is kind of not the store it used to be. And now that most video games you just get digitally, you need a code and you pay directly to Sony, that sort of thing. It's not as valuable. Oh, and I was also deep into the Best Buy points program. So I tried to buy everything there so I would just get more gift certificates, but I don't buy there nearly as much. So I guess I have to say, even though I struggle with Amazon and their corporate practices, I am in the hip pocket of Amazon, and have to say, and you can get anything you need there. If I choose, I try when I get a gift card, only buy things that I wouldn't buy for myself. So I try not to get staples and not literal staples, but staples in life.
Thank you for clarifying the Staples party, and that's what everybody was hanging on to.
Well,
is he refilling his stapler with these?
Yeah, well, but Staples falls under the Staples category. So yeah, I'm just saying it's bigger than Staples. But thank you. So for me, I guess Amazon, Greg, to answer that question. Yeah, I do a wish list for my family to make it easier, but I don't advertise it to the public. I also use Elfster, not sponsoring. They're sponsoring a lot of podcasts this year. They are not sponsoring us, but I use Elfster, where you can just make a wish list and it does a good secret gift exchange manager. Like, it does it for you, so even the organizer can. And working with college students, we do a heck of a lot of gift exchanges. So I do like Elfster, because you can do wish lists to things other than Amazon. I know you can do that on Amazon too, but there's something else.
So speaking of gifts,
yes,
we had my office Christmas party last Saturday, and we did a Secret Santa.
Mm-hmm.
So first, to back up even more, so the morning we did the Secret Santas, manager went around, had everybody's name, on a folded piece of paper and a hat. We each grabbed ours, and he's the owner's son. He's also there as a manager, and he's excellent, actually. He's a great guy, does awesome stuff there. So I don't want people, I know when you say the owner's son, people might get a negative connotation.
Right.
Great dude.
Right.
had that slip of paper with his name on it. So that night, had a short form show.
Yep.
Impulse Comedy. It's a team I'm on with Bowler and Jimmy Sorrell and Jim Bagley. We had a short form show at a SKU. And one of the games that we played, Bowler went out early and got the with the slips of paper to write stuff for people to write lines on. Because we did the game where you grab the slips of paper and you do a scene and you pull out and you have to read what's on the piece of paper to do the scene. Had them in my pocket and I'm ready to go. The very first slip of paper I pulled out to do my line in my scene was the slip of paper that had my Secret Santa on it.
So you used it, because I know you used it.
I had to. I mean, there's no way to do it. But I did break and say that that's what happened when I was on stage, which is
because nobody understood why did someone write down a name, right?
Right.
Because it makes our audience look bad. So you have to say, hey, this is me.
So I got him a book. And one other thing I did is that week in the office, I asked him if he could use my phone and just take a quick picture of me before a meeting, just cut off the side. Yeah, I said, all my pictures selfies. I just want a quick, nice picture of myself. So he did. So I printed out 8x10 of that picture, put it into a frame, and also gave him that as a gift.
And be honest, that gift was as much for you as it was for him.
Absolutely. That gift was so much for me. And it's funny because where we were having our Christmas party, we had the two big round tables we all sat back at to eat. And then they had two smaller but higher round tables to the side. You know, like when they were doing the hors d'oeuvres, they'd end up on there, things like that. Well, he put the picture on that, and it made the event look like it was like a funeral for me or a memorial service of some kind for me. Because there's my picture up there.
Oh, that's the gift that keeps on giving.
Right.
That's like your dream. Yeah, one year we did my extended family, we get together. We do kind of like a modified white elephant. Well, one year I sent a file to everybody but one cousin, and I said, if you want, it doesn't need to be everybody, but a few people, print this picture out and wrap it, and this will be. So we keep going around in this exchange. It was pictures of my cousin Blair, and it took a while for him to understand what was going on. Like, he was like, oh, that's like when I first did, he didn't get the joke. It was like, oh, because I think I gave it first, and then he looked and he was like, okay, that's funny. Like, oh, my picture. But then, when 5 people have wrapped it up, it became pretty funny.
So Monday morning, we had our Monday morning Zoom meeting. Meeting. So, he's in his office, and I pointed out that there was a lot of open space on his wall, and that a nice picture would probably take up some of the space. So he did. He brought it in. He had it on his desk next to him, and like he even showed me he had a meeting with like potential customers or something, and he's had my picture there. So the follow-on plan for this, I wasn't sure what was he going to do with that? Because you can't hang. He's not going to hang that picture at his home. Absolutely not. Right. And I think it'll have its run in his office. So I'm thinking at some point he's just going to like put it on the wall somewhere and be like, this will be my final little ha joke with this. Yeah. And when he does, I'm going to go on Amazon and I'm going to buy an Employee of the Month. And put it underneath my picture.
I love it. And then if anybody had the forethought, it should show up in the swap next year.
That would be a very funny move.
Yeah, it just keeps coming back, right? Yeah. That's cool. That sounds like a good time. I like office stuff when people enjoy work, Yeah. I had a couple of really nice experiences with my immediate staff this year, and it just, it's nice. And then working at a university, I know we're not the only industry that does it, but we shut down between Christmas and New Year's, so I don't go back to work till the 3rd. So 2 days off, and I get almost 14 days, given. So that's nice.
Yeah. Working in IT, we do not get.
No. Even our ID department are essential. They get comped for it, but they got to be in. Yeah.
But working at a small company.
Yeah.
Where the owner hires for like a lot of soft skills, and a lot of it involves like people who can be members of a team. So that ends up being a lot of people. We all like each other, all those kind of people. So I had a great time at our Christmas party, hanging with everybody, a ton of laughs. It was great. Hey, and it's not great being able to work at a place like that, because work is work. I will never come up and say my job is my passion. If I won the lottery, I wouldn't work there anymore, but it would just be because I didn't have to work, not because of any like people bullshit that I have to deal with.
Right. It's just if I had a choice, that's not how I would spend my time.
Yeah. I worked corporate before I was there. That was terrible.
That was terrible.
That was awful.
Yeah. I can only imagine. I've only, other than high school, I have only worked in a higher ed setting. So I've been really, really lucky. And because it's sometimes it's too much, but it's very people oriented, like it's very, very touchy feely. So,
Yeah.
So
I might as well just say I hate this time of year.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I already said that, didn't I?
You did, but we went tangentially, and I said in the back of my head, I'm like, he can't be done with this.
Yeah. Well, I did I did a little something. I did a little thinking of the things I hate, Ian.
Oh wow, I can't imagine. Are you doing a list? I that's so unlike you.
I am, and I just in hindsight just now, I wish I would have titled it a little differently, but it's too late, and it is top 5 things I hate about Christmas.
Well, what did you wish it was different? Winter?
I wish about the Christmas season.
Okay.
It's not just Christmas. Also, if anybody's wondering, I do my own graphics. I can be.
I am shocked at that. I'm sure our viewers are shocked. That looks professionally done.
I am available for hire if you have any graphical requirements. But yeah, the top 5 things I hate about Christmas, and you know what was hard, Ian? Narrowing it down.
That's always, I feel, a challenge for you. I feel
I hate this time of year. I hate this time of year. And there's so many things about it that make it bad. And why not just start at the beginning? Lines. There are lines everywhere. I hate waiting in lines to leave the mall. And there's lines at places that don't make sense. Like, I get lines at Target. I understand lines at Walmart, and just at the mall in general. But this time of year, you get lines at places that there shouldn't, like Walgreens. Why are the lines long at Walgreens? Panda Express. Why is it this time of year the lines are also really long at Panda Express? It defies all of it. It just blows my mind. There's no reason. But for some reason, this time of year, everybody's just outstanding in line. My least favorite line is the one when I'm trying to leave the mall. That I made a mistake, went to the mall. Dumb idea.
Don't do that. Don't do it.
The only way to get to the mall, there's only 2 ways that it's worth getting to the mall this time of year: helicopter or sewer. Because if you're driving, you're just
leave your car at home. Yeah, better to walk. I have a couple questions about that one.
Yeah.
First of all, did we talk, and is Panda Express like one of your favorites? Someone told me that Panda Express is like one of their favorite things, that they go to the mall to get takeout. Is that you? Okay. I'm one of the problem people. I went to Panda Express, and I never go to Panda Express when I was at the mall last week. Although there wasn't a line. I don't know why. Probably because it was like a Tuesday night and it hadn't gotten crazy yet. Horrible experience. I only like the chicken, like the friggin' lo mein and the vegetables they give you. It was not good.
Yeah, like I do like the Asian places.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, but those
tend to be good. Some, like Providence has one that's Thai. There's some places where they have one that's Cajun, and those are good too. Those are good. Those are enjoyable meals. Yeah.
No, Panda Express is like, I don't know what they've done to it. Yeah,
it's like.
I just assume it's panda meat at this point. Like, I'm thinking I'm eating chicken, and I think it might be panda meat.
That might be good.
Yeah, maybe.
From the bamboo.
It's a very tender meat. They get all that roughage.
But yeah, I hate the lines. There's no reason for them. It's just stupid. Yeah. Just bullshit. People.
You know what my least favorite line is? The one I'm in.
Wow.
Yeah. Right? Come on, give it up. Yeah.
I'm trying to say, did we just get really philosophical, or is that just showing a crying need for a pre-recorded laugh track? We play it right there.
I thought I did a good face. Like that's my signal that everybody should laugh.
No, and please stop doing that face.
I'm gonna start doing that in live shows.
Please stop. That is
I,
I
all
don't
of
even
a sudden,
know,
I just mugged to the audience.
No, that face is just horrifying, to be honest.
6 things you hate about the holiday season.
Yeah, let's
That
never
face.
make that face again. You know, if you're looking for what to get old Jerrod for Christmas, my size is never making that face again.
All right. I can't.
Right.
No, it's not worth it. It's too expensive. It's too much of a cost. All right, go ahead. Next.
You know what else I hate about Christmas?
What?
The Christmas season? Too much mint. Too much mint. Okay? Look, mint, I get it. I love what you've done with toothpaste. You know, the Trident gum, a good gum with the mint flavor. That's great. But Christmas, it's just all these mints everywhere. And to be honest, I'm sick of them really quickly. Because the thing about mints, like even like I like a mint chocolate chip ice cream now and again. I don't like dislike mint, but when you have a mint of any kind, it takes a while to eat anything again. It just
and to drink something, it brings on that cold. Like I don't understand what happens there when you have a mint and then you go and get something cold. It is like freezing cold.
Yeah, mint it's good in the moment, but like number one with mint, there are repercussions. And those repercussions just come. Everything else you eat is going to suck for a little while right after. And, you know, people put them out at dinner parties or whatever.
Yeah, why is mint a holiday thing? Like, why candy canes? Like,
I don't. And candy canes, that's another thing. A candy cane is not candy. What a candy cane is commitment. Because if you think about it, if you took that candy cane and made it into like a ball of mint, it would be huge. That is so much. It takes so freaking long to eat a candy cane. And they give them to little kids. And how would you suck on a candy cane? What happens? It becomes a shiv. It is a sharp, dangerous weapon, and you've got these kids running around with them in their mouths. How do we still have this in our safety-obsessed world?
You know, and the other thing is, there's no kid in the history of the planet that have not just become a sticky mess handling a candy cane. Even as an adult, it's, you know, you got to tear the cellophane. You can't take the cellophane off all at once. And there's no instructions. There should be a label like, do not remove the cellophane until the whole thing can fit in your mouth. Because if not, it's a sticky, gross mess. Everything you touch will smell of mint and get furry within 2 days because there's just gross on it.
And they don't sell individual candy canes. They sell them by the gross.
Yeah.
They sell those boxes of 1 million candy canes at once. And most of them just end up in the trash. You get a box of candy canes, there's 100 of them. 997 of them are going to be in the trash. 2 are going to be stuck to kids' faces. And one is going to be impaled in the soft flesh of somebody's mouth.
Yeah. And the people that put them on trees are probably the worst because you're wasting all of that. By the time, I mean, you don't want anybody coming to your tree and grabbing your decoration off and eating it. It'll look weird. You know, all of a sudden there'll be candy cane holes everywhere. But by the time they're done, it's turned into that. They've started to decompose. There are like, it becomes that chewy outer. It's not good. An old candy cane is worse than a fresh candy cane, and a fresh candy cane isn't that good, you know? Yeah.
It's like and that's underrated because people shit on candy corn every October, and that's fine.
That's my pet peeve. I love candy corn.
Yeah.
No, it's not fine. It's not fine.
No, yeah, shit on the candy corn. I'm cool with that. But why is nobody shitting on candy canes? Well, there's nothing enjoyable at all.
Because if it's associated with the holiday season, it's got an extra layer of bulletproofness.
And like, what came first, the candy cane or the barber pole? I think candy canes are somehow designed after barbershop poles, and that red stripe on the barbershop pole comes from when they used to like bleed people out and wipe off their rag on that pole. So yeah. I think the history of candy canes has to do with blood.
No, but here's the other thing. What thing in life needs an assistance of that cane? Like, canes are made to help people be more mobile. Why take that and then make it into a can? Like, no.
You know what's weird? Like candy, when you put candy on something, you think that's going to be the best version of it, but not canes. You've got canes, you've got cocaine, you've got Novocaine.
Mhm.
All of those are better
Mhm.
canes than candy. Michael Caine,
Mhm.
all better canes than
All
candy
better
canes.
canes.
That's how bad
You are
canes
onto
are. They
something.
made
All better canes
than
than a
cane.
candy cane.
They made candy the worst of something.
Yeah.
Ah,
All right, move on. I'm too angry now. You're getting me. This is impacting me.
all right. This is another thing that people don't give enough thought to. Who will help us if there's trouble in Middle Earth again? Okay? We've got the elves up there making presents up at the North Pole. We need their accurate archery just in case Sauron starts bubbling up again in Middle Earth. They're elves.
They should be spending their time making weapons, arrows,
honing their skills of death.
Yeah, they should be filling the armory, not the toy chest, is what you're saying.
Right. Making rocking horses and shit. We need the elves where they can protect.
You're absolutely right. They're absolutely right. Although, if you look at it, right, look at Legolas and look at Herbie. What's going on there? Like, are they the same? Are they,
Ian,
maybe different regions of elves are responsible for different things.
I hope you're not promoting some sort of elf eugenics here.
Well, I don't know. Santa's kind of a, I don't know. Jury's out, right? Jury's out.
And that whole thing, besides that, and also this means that people never talk about how this means that canonically everybody in Middle Earth is aware of Santa. They know about Santa Claus. They do.
Maybe.
Where did
do you think he's viewed as a good person or a bad person in Middle Earth?
Look, I can't go and take the temperature of all those creatures in Middle Earth, Ian, but nobody else dresses as colorful as he does.
You're right.
Nobody likes elves in Middle Earth, so they're probably not like. But that brings up another thing. When any reference to Santa being an elf is just wrong.
I don't know. They got that new show. And it's all new. So maybe there's going to be a Santa arc.
That could be.
Season 2.
Could be.
Lord of the Rings.
Arc of Lord of the Rings. We'll keep
Saint Nicholas attacks.
Yeah. But the whole thing of Santa being an elf is bullshit too. I don't know who decided Santa was an elf or just made some song.
No, that's cultural appropriation right there at its finest. That SOB. I'm not getting anything for Christmas, but that's
clearly not an elf.
No.
Because if he's an elf, that means the elf leadership is decided sheerly by size.
Yeah,
and that's a terrible way to.
That's a horrible, especially beings that at least in Santa's world are known for being small and short of stature. I really think elves are dwarfs. I just in Santa world. It is eugenics. It's a cross. They're cross between dwarves and elves. That's what's happening.
Why the lies?
Why? Yes. Where there needs to be an investigative podcast on this.
Terrible. Mm-hmm. So you know what? There's more things than that piss me off.
Oh, I was hoping.
Christmas season. And this next one, I'm gonna be careful. We got to be careful with because this one's gonna piss a lot of people off.
All right.
Hollow chocolate Santas.
Why? That should be a universal. How's that going to piss people off?
Because everybody is going to be like, I get so pissed off about hollow chocolate.
I was like, I thought you were saying it was going to be controversial. Like there's a pro hollow Santa out there.
Nobody will disagree with that one. That is bullshit. Hollow chocolate Santa. And we'll be talking about this one at Easter too. This is like the
hollow chocolate.
And they're promoting lies.
Yeah. Hollow chocolate. The only people that make hollow chocolate are the people with CEOs that are as hollow as their chocolate. That was a long way to go. I recognize it.
I'm just glad you didn't make damn it. You made the face after it too. You ruined it. We need to edit that part out.
Bagley's watching. He likes it. He wants me to do more of it. So
he does not. He does
not. Look. He So, I got to give the viewers what we want if we want to maintain to be rising stars, Jerrod. I'm obligated.
Well, I hope that they will join us in our protest against hollow chocolate Santas. Real Santa's not hollow. Why is chocolate Santa hollow?
I don't know. Maybe real Santa is hollow.
No,
After the last conversation, I don't know.
he's not an elf. We
Yeah.
know that.
But I'm with you. I mean, just it's bait and switch, and kids can't read, so they see the Santa, they see the chocolate Santa, and they're excited, and it may say hollow on it, but they can't read, and then they go and they're a little suspicious because they get it and it's lighter than it should be,
Yeah.
and then they go to bite into it, and it just crumbles because it's
Dreams
hollow.
are crushed.
Mm-hmm.
They have lost the Christmas spirit. And like we've talked about the mints and the hollow chocolate Santas.
Mm-hmm.
Like food associated with Christmas sucks. Like,
yeah, especially for Americans coming off Thanksgiving, where it's so many good foods. You get to Christmas, like kind of turkey's over there. What do you got? Like what's what big hunk of meat can feed a lot of people, right? Ham? No one's gonna say I want ham over turkey, or if you do, you're communist.
Yeah, but
I hate to say it.
So I don't like the ham being associated with Christmas. I think that's kind of fake. Like I think it's just people having stuff for Christmas. Maybe have a lot of people over, so they've got to have like something big there, and that's where the ham came out. Because let's face it, that is probably the easiest thing, thing to kind of put together and make. Turkey's a pain in the ass. Ham, basically you put.
You can buy it pre-cooked, so you're just heating it up, really. Yeah, right. Yeah, like maybe dump some glaze on the top and call it a day, right?
Yeah. What is this? The fruit cake? Nobody likes fruit cake.
What else? What else has cloves in it? That isn't a drink.
Right.
Yeah.
We already discussed the mint. For some reason, like the driest cookies in the world are Christmas cookies.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Just terrible. And I get it. People are busy. There's not a lot of time to cook and make good food. Yeah, but why even bother with the shitty food then?
How about you do something really easy, but really like you do it really well, like sandwiches, like unbelievable sandwiches.
I'm thinking even like Ritz crackers with this like the canned cheese that you can spread on there.
Well, yeah, but that's not a meal, Jerrod.
No, neither is shitty dry cookies.
No, you're saying that? Yeah, I would agree. I don't phone it in. Do something that's really good. I'm with you. I'm with you. You know what my family's been doing for recent years? We get catering from a barbecue place.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's our Christmas. It's Christmas dinner from Bear's Barbecue. For those of you from Connecticut that may be familiar, yeah.
Because when you're looking for good barbecue, you want that Connecticut barbecue.
You want that? Well, hey, if you haven't had Bear's Barbecue, it's pretty good, Jerrod. And there's a couple in Connecticut, and there's one in Hartford, and then I can't remember the other one.
I'm not going to shit on barbecue very much. I know
barbecue. I know you have a love for it. So
yeah,
when I got the email, and it's the best. It's the best. Hey, we get the invitation. Okay, what can we bring? You can bring a side if you want, but we're just getting catering from Bear's Barbecue. Oh, so you don't even really have to bring anything. Like, like it's just easy. Bear's is the best. Thanks, Emily. Yes, I agree.
So coming from Emily, that's pretty
high praise.
There's some authority. Emily's fiance is a chef.
Oh, well, there you go.
She'll post the pictures of some of the things that he makes, and
yeah.
He is very, very good at what he does.
Yeah. Yeah.
So a little shout out to him. But I'm not here to talk about things I like.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. I put a positive spin on your list. Sorry.
Get that bullshit Christmas love out of here. I'm here to talk about the things that piss me off.
All right.
Number 5 on my list for things that piss me off around Christmas during the Christmas season. That was a terrible introduction right there.
Yeah, that's fine.
But everybody gets it. My number 5, the intergalactic lameness of ugly sweaters. Oh, you know what? There was probably a time when the whole ugly sweater thing was fun and funny and cool, but that time ended a long time ago.
20 years ago.
Now
the first year.
So lame. And people going out buying the ugly sweaters and everything. It's been done. It's been done so much, and now it's bad. It sucks. It reminds me of like the Die Hard as a Christmas movie stuff. Hey, that was great years ago. We cannot keep rehashing this bullshit every Christmas season. Once somebody put a mirror on a sweater and called that the ugly sweater, that's when it peaked. It was done, and then everything after that.
No way to heighten it.
Yeah, every single one.
Wipe the scene. Come up with something new.
And I know people are gonna watch this and like post pictures of ugly sweaters, and yeah, some of them might be good, but generally they're gonna be shitty. They're gonna suck. I cannot deal with the fact that the whole ugly sweater thing still exists. And you know what else? And there's people to do it. You can wear ugly sweaters year round. There's no reason you have to limit yourself to this one time of the year where as we've already covered, you're already eating shitty food. You don't have to limit yourself to that time of the year to wear the ugly sweater. You can wear an ugly sweater in March if you want. And what happens when you wear an ugly sweater in March? People point at you in disgust.
I would argue if you wear any sweater that has a print on it, you're in danger of being labeled as wearing a ugly sweater. One person's ugly is another person's fantastic. So it's there's a lot of, you can't wear a Christmas sweater and not have people think you're wearing an ugly sweater. And that's a shame. That's a shame.
And that just points out to how stupid and lame the whole thing is. Because as soon as you wear a sweater that has a design on it, that's an ugly sweater.
No.
That's a sweater with the design. That doesn't make it ugly. Now people are like out there just trying to make all sweaters into ugly sweaters. All sweaters are not ugly.
Yeah, my dead grandmother knitted this to me on her deathbed. And screw you, dude. Right?
Oh, it's just lame. It's like one of those things that the time has come and the time is gone. And as a society, we need to move past it. Not because it's hurtful, not because it's harmful, just because it's so lame.
I think I got a good analogy to how lame this is.
How lame is it?
It's the equivalent of like your grandparents right now saying, talk to the hand. Like,
yes,
that was really funny that one year in the 90s.
Yeah.
And then every parent, aunt, uncle, grandparent started saying it happens with every phrase, right? As soon as it's out of the people that are at the cutting edge of these things, it's the quickest way to get to be lame. And that this happens like, with these TMI. Type. Yeah, right. Yep. Yes, James. It was she knew she knew she was gonna pass, and she says, I'm gonna give my grandson, I'm gonna make him a sweater.
My grandson is a slave driver. Yeah. I need to get his sweater done before I die.
Yeah. Well, I kept sending it back because she didn't get the cable knit right. I was like, Graham, is this your last piece? Like, let's go out with a bang, Graham.
Cough a little less while you're knitting this thing.
Yeah, yeah. My God, can you? Yeah, could you cut down on the pain meds? It's impacting your knitting ability.
Can you imagine like wearing a sweater? Let's say your grandmother's on Facebook and you're wearing a nice sweater your grandmother took the time to knit for you, and you're wearing it, and you put a picture of yourself up on Facebook wearing the sweater your grandma made, and people like commenting, "Ha ha ha! Nice ugly
sweater." Yeah. No,
breaking grandmothers' hearts with that trend.
Yeah. Absolutely. Thank God my grandmother was never on Facebook. She died before Facebook was. I think she died before Mark Zuckerberg was even a thing.
We're all grateful for that, Ian. Thank God.
Yes, thank God. All right, that's it. That's your list.
I did 5.
That's it. No, I'm applauding it.
Oh, thank you. Yes, that is my top 5 things I hate about the Christmas season.
Oh, wow.
There's so much more, though. There's so much more that I hate about the Christmas season. A friend of mine had a Facebook post, and she pointed out, and I never even thought of it, like another reason why they hate the Christmas sitcom episodes where like they discover that Santa is real somewhere or another. And her point, which is entirely valid, is like they didn't wonder about the presents that people got that nobody bought. Like discovering Christmas when the adults in sitcoms discover Santa is real in like their 30s. That's 30 years of not knowing where these gifts came
from.
You didn't investigate this at all.
And I mean, a lot of these people went through
conversations.
A lot of these people went through like the 9/11 era where you were supposed to report any suspicious package, right? Like, so you're just opening up. I mean, people are receiving anthrax in the mail and powder and all that. You're just opening up. Like if it's on December 25th, no need to worry. Right. Yeah, no, I that's a great point. Wallet. Yeah, exactly. I have one thing about the Christmas season that you can't have on your list because it doesn't apply to you, and that's when you're born on or around
Yeah.
Christmas. I was born, for those of you who don't know, on Christmas Day. So on Sunday, I turned 51 years old.
One
And
of many
what?
things Ian has in common with Jesus.
Yes, many, many, many things. But while everybody will now, most people once they know that, they remember I was born on Christmas, or if I say if I they so that's a good thing. It kind of ties you together. However, and it was great. My parents did such a good job when I was a little kid, like being somebody that had pretty high tastes and loved electronics and cutting edge stuff. I was able to combine gifts and if I got an Atari one year for Christmas, we'd have my birthday party after, and I'd get a ton of games, So, they did such a great job of I never ever felt like at a disadvantage. The only time I've ever, and that's because I'm just a crappy kid, probably a crappy human being, because it's still my sister's went summer, so I would get real jealous that she'd have a summer birthday. But that was the only thing in it. But I think every kid always gets a little jealous when his sibling's birthday rolls around because they're getting all the attention and you're not. Yeah. So, but what really sucks is as soon as your parents are no longer responsible for your birthday, like it is just out there in the world, and the people closest to you are responsible. And all my friends are really good. They still are. They get it. However, those acquaintances, those folks, you try to have any kind of gathering, celebration, whatever. Two things happen. They will recognize it on the actual they'll try to do it on the holiday, like, and that no, like, you could send me a happy birthday, but I want a separate celebration. For me, Christmas is Christmas, right? It's just I shouldn't have to package one big thing. Like, I should have got 2 days. So I'm not going to win against Christmas. Everybody's not going to cancel Christmas to celebrate Ian's birthday. I'm not that much of an egomaniac. It's just not going to happen. Maybe one year I thought it would
holiday,
happen.
To be honest,
right. Again, Arbor Day. No one's going to cancel Arbor Day to celebrate.
Secretary's Day, Ian. Come on.
I got it. Believe me, I've learned my lesson the hard way. But I usually pick a day to say this is when I'm celebrating my birthday, and so many people will bail because they have a holiday party or I don't care. It's my birthday. If I were to do that to you with your March birthday, it's like missing, no, you can't just say I have another. No, it's if I am important to you, you celebrate me that day. But everybody will be like, I got this kind of birthday. So someone said, do your half birthday, which would be June 25th. No, I shouldn't have to wait 6 months.
I have a lot of thoughts on this.
Okay, go ahead.
So first off, my grandfather's birthday, the only grandparent whose birthday I remember the date is my dear grandfather, because his birthday was on December 26th.
Nice.
That brings up two things. One, he did tell me all the stories of how, I remember him telling me how much he hated that, how, like, growing up, people would be like, this gift is for Christmas and
your birthday. Yeah.
But the other thing is, it keeps me from being able to make allusions to, like, you being evil or a piece of shit because you have a birthday right there on, because my grandfather's is right after. So that's kind of taking that away from me. Mm-hmm. But I think it speaks highly of your parents' efficiency, because not only did they get both those days covered at the same day of the year. It's
my God.
Kids with the same birthday, just incredibly efficient. That also meant that on the day that you were born, your parents got to get out of all that other Christmas bullshit. And were you the oldest?
Yeah, I'm the oldest.
Okay, yeah. So it's not like they were, like, ruining any other kids' birthdays by not being able to be there on the holiday. Have the first kid's birthday on Christmas. Gives them a chance to feel it out.
No. Jerrod, it's even better. It's even better than you thought. My mom and my dad, like, it didn't end well with his parents. Like, they weren't speaking at the end of life. So my grandparents are gone on that side. But, they hosted Christmas Eve, and it was this big dark mark of the holiday. Like, we just dreaded, because they were just miserable humans, right? So we had a bare Christmas Eve. They would come over, And the only shining part is my uncle would come, and he's coming this year, and I'm really excited. He was phenomenal, but my grandparents just miserable human beings. And
hold on, can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah.
Your miserable grandparents, were they hosting this Christmas party?
No, that my mom was hosting.
Oh,
my mom and dad. Yeah. So here it is. And they're in the swing of things, and my mom's water breaks. She's more excited that the night is now over. she could get out of this miserable time and go to the hospital and have me, right? That literally, and I think because there were no other kids, they could just be like, what an awesome, for them, their first kid, I assume. I mean, I have a lot of ego, so it was absolutely their best Christmas. Like, I mean, how could it not, right? What a gift. What a friggin' gift. In fact, Ian means God's gracious gift. That's the reason they chose that name. That was between that and Seth. That was going to be my other name, but
dodged the bullet with that Seth one there.
No, I like the name Seth, but it's I've always loved the name Ian, because when I was growing up, no one had it. It's more popular now, but when I was in the 70s, no one was named Ian.
Yeah. So no one's named Jerrod.
Yeah, especially the way you spell it too.
You say like it's your parents' best Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's your mom's most painful Christmas.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I would say Christmas Eve kind of sucked, but I was born at 6:23 in the morning, so she had most of the day on high meds, because she did natural childbirth. So I'm sure after it was all done. Yeah. So
God, if
the 70s, and they were hippies, so like, oh God. Yeah.
If I eat too much cheese, I don't want to pass that through my body without.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Birth to a child. Geez.
I hear you. But Jerrod, she goes through all that, and then she finally gets to hold me, and it looked a lot like this. I did the face. The face.
I saw the face.
Okay.
I saw the face.
That's for you, Bagley.
I just don't know how much more I can communicate how much I hate that face. Like,
I get that a lot, and I'm usually not making that face.
There's so many faces you make, including your normal one.
My resting.
I hate passionately. Yeah. But that one is my least favorite face. And I'm not even saying it's my least favorite face that you make.
It's of all faces.
Of all faces everywhere.
Like if you're saying that if Hitler and me side by side, you're going to pick Hitler as the better looking face.
Yes. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying that he was not a man without his faults.
No. But I'm just saying that a lot of people have an emotion attached to that face, right? Yeah. And you should be able to win that one. No matter what you look like, you should be able to win that one.
Yeah. Objectively, that face that you make worse than Hitler's face.
It's worse than Hitler. Wow. That's a lot of power you've just given me.
If he made that same face, I mean, things are not equal at that point. This is worse.
That's true. He loves the face and he loves Mad Jerrod. It does both. It accomplishes both. I love it. I have so much power over Jerrod at this point. Oh my goodness. It's my Christmas and birthday. I don't mind this one. Roll into one.
Oh God. I have six.
Yeah.
I have a number 6 thing.
I thought it was only 5.
Yeah, but your face has to be on a list somewhere.
All right. Oh, I see. I see what you're doing.
It's a bit.
It's a bit. I'm surprised you didn't make a card for it to flash on the screen.
I'm not going to go through it right now. Those graphics that I make, they are time intensive.
They take a lot of time. You could tell.
I just can't take a break during the show and start whipping more of them out.
Yeah, that's right.
Artist.
Yeah. What else? So, we should probably cover. No, we'll do it after. Our next show is on the 4th. So we'll do New Year's then.
Yeah.
We'll be into the new year. We can talk about what we did, and I'm sure there's something you hate about New Year's. I'm sure there has to be something.
Yeah,
you hate.
I'm sure.
You doing anything? Are you doing anything fun? Will you be back?
I'm gonna be gone.
You're gonna be gone. Yeah.
But
it's board game night at a good friend's house. That has become my tradition of the last few years.
So one thing at work, they have this thing where you can get points. Other people send you high fives, basically. In digital form, you collect points and you can cash them in for prizes. And I've been saving mine up since this program started, and I finally had enough to get an Oculus. So I've been wanting.
Shut up!
Try one out. Yep.
You're not that good.
Yep.
Who the hell? Can you reward yourself? What? No.
No, you can't reward yourself. I am that good. I've never made that face that you make, so that is a big, big help. And I got this Oculus, and I learned some things I forgot. Like, if you've ever been to Universal Studios, any ride where it's like you're in a car and they're showing like a roller coaster,
but you're not moving forward or backwards. You're just
makes me sick to my stomach.
Me too.
And
so the Oculus.
Yeah, guess what? When you do it in Oculus, even worse.
Even worse. My nephew has one. I can't even look at him playing it. I get sympathetic.
It's so bad. And I did it, and I'm like, oh, I feel sick. Let me do it again. Yep, even sicker. Then there's one where you can ride the roller coaster, like shoot it. I'm like, maybe if I'm shooting at targets while I'm doing it, it'll make me not. No, I felt so queasy after. You know what game? After getting this Oculus and wanting to do all this stuff, the game I end up playing most on it is a fishing game that I can play sitting down wearing an Oculus.
And you got to make sure you don't make any sudden movements so the horizon doesn't move.
Then I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Oh,
I can kind of do the lightsaber game.
Yeah. I do one of those. Yeah. That one's fun. And real roller coasters in real life, I have a blast on.
Well, my job needs to start doing this. Emily, she got a food gift card. Much better use of your points.
That's true.
Make sure you try Resident Evil. I don't think you should try Resident Evil. I think you need to get the patch, the motion sickness patch.
Oh,
I think you should medicate.
There's a motion sickness patch?
Yeah, that's what I used it for the cruise.
It's called, I never even knew that.
Yeah, it's called Scopamine.
Wow.
You got to get a prescription, but yeah.
I'm not going to my doctor for it. I'm not going.
But you could take Bonine. You could. I swear by.
Doctor, I need a prescription for my Oculus. Help me out, man.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to. Yeah, you get. But you could try Bonine. It's over the counter. It's not bad. It helped on my cruise. I don't know. Depends on how much you want to play.
Like, why would that be a prescription drug? Like, I don't.
Motion sickness? Oh my God! So many people get motion sick. I do. Like I'll take it on a long car ride.
I understand some prescriptions like antibiotics because you need to control them. People use them.
All right, Mr. and Steph. So you know what? You know why a lot of people take it? Friggin' to reduce the effects of chemo. Now you feel bad.
Then why is it prescription? I don't understand why it's a prescription drug.
I thought you were like, why does it exist at all?
No. I'm happy for every drug. I don't understand why some of these drugs are prescription drugs. Some I do understand. Narcotics, I get it.
I don't know. Maybe maybe something happens if you overuse it or put too many patches on it.
There's too many that are like that. If you go down, you ever look at a thing of like hemorrhoid cream in the store, preparation H in the store? It says like prescription strength. So that implies that they are now available without a prescription. So that implies that there is hemorrhoid cream that you need a prescription for. So what about that hemorrhoid cream requires a prescription? Do people get addicted to it?
I don't know. I mean, there's about 1,000 bits I could do right now, and I'm not going to do one of them. No,
because there are, but it also goes back to the fucked up healthcare system where it's like, why are we making too many of these things?
Well, and and sometimes, but this is if you have good healthcare with a good prescription plan, sometimes it makes it cheaper. Like I can get X thing that if I had to buy over the counter costs, like if they prescribe me something that's a prescription that's available over the counter, I can now pay for it using my prescription meds benefit, which sometimes is like $1 versus $10.
That's the scam.
I know it is. That's what I'm saying.
If they did that with everybody, they said, okay, no hemorrhoid cream is prescription anymore. And that could leave behind being a pharmacy, behind where they negotiate those high prices for it. That could make the overall insurance prices go. Look at how much how many problems prescription hemorrhoid cream is bringing to America? Prescription hemorrhoid cream is bringing this country down. People cannot pay their rent and also afford the health care to get the prescription hemorrhoid cream.
You and I are 100% on the same page. There's nothing that drives me more. I would have such a different life if at this point in my life, if I didn't have to depend on my job for health insurance. I swear to God, I'm at the point in my life that I've gone as far as I want in the career that I have, and I would start really be considering finding something that maybe I'd take a little bit more risk. I can't take risks in my career if it leads to a path where I do not get health insurance because I have too many ongoing things. And as good and as a incentive as Obamacare was, it's not enough. You still can't afford it, even though it's highly subsidized. It's still too much, right? If I were in Canada, like I could be like, you know what, I'm gonna apply to Survivor, and I can quit my job knowing that I can get a new job after I've been on Survivor. I can't do that. They'd fire me, and then I don't have health care, and then I'm screwed, right?
Well, your health insurance is going to be going up probably too, because if any doctor sees that stupid fucking face that you make, they are definitely going to have prescribe you a variety of drugs, and probably the people who are close to you in your life will also need to be prescribed.
Jerrod, I pay so much already for prescription drugs a month. It's obscene. It is unbelievably obscene. And I mean, I need them all. I don't doubt. I have a great doctor, and my doctor, we're always talking about how, like, I really don't believe I'm being overprescribed or anything, but I have two major health issues, and with, what's going to allow me to live longer are these medications. And I truly believe that, but Jesus, it is.
Yeah, like I would take blood pressure medication, but I just don't have time to make a freaking doctor's appointment. Go get it. I can go into like a CVS, put my arm in that thing and see that I have high blood pressure. Why can't I just go buy some freaking off-brand Kirkland signature blood pressure medication and go on with my life?
Because low blood pressure is a pretty serious thing, and that's, if you don't have the right dosage, that's what's going to happen. But okay, I'm
every non-prescription drug, if you take the wrong dosage, can have serious problems too. I think there was a while where like the drug that people OD'd on most in America, there've been years where it's been aspirin.
Yeah. As somebody that's on a daily dose of aspirin, I hear. And now they're saying they're not putting folks on it because there's bad effects. Like they say, if you're already on it, keep it. The damage is done. In other words, but
it's all downhill from there.
It's all, yeah. I'm like, whatever. It is what it is. I put my faith into the medical community and live my life. I do exactly what they tell me, and
tragically let down.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay. Sorry. We should have done a trigger warning on this one. Didn't know we were going to do this. Yeah.
We didn't plan on doing that and going there. And I've seen some of the things that Kelly has talked about. And I'm just going to say the word insulin, but we are not going to go down that because we want to keep this a fun, generally bitching because he's 100%.
I mean, I can, off camera, Kelly, I'll bitch with you about insulin as someone that takes insulin and also has a nephew who is dependent on it. It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. So
passionately agree with Kelly on that one.
Yep.
So here's it. I'm not going to give away where anybody lives, but Kelly, I know where Kelly lives, and it's close to where I work, and that's all I'll say. And I say all that to say that where I work, Kelly and I would both get onto I-95. It starts to go up, and then it splits off into 295 and 95. So when we get on the highway, and this is beyond Christmas that it does it, but I'm so angry about it so many times. You go in the right lane, and you get on I-95 North, and you have to cross about 5 or 6 lanes of traffic in a pretty short space to get in the left lane to go 295. Does everybody get that? I get on the highway, I got to go like 6 lanes to the left, and because the highway splits off ahead. And so many times I get behind people who are doing like 40 miles an hour. They are not getting up the highway speed as they're going at the straight part of the on-ramp. and you've got I-95 traffic flying by you right there. It is so dangerous. I'm amazed people don't die from it all the time. And if I had a choice, it would be those people who would die. Like, maybe that's murder, but it's going to save more lives ultimately in the long run. So why not let me do it?
Do you think that happens because they've never been on that 295 route? Because it is, and no excuses, but it is like the exits start happening on that right away. Like it's like if you want to go to the mall, you got to be only in the 4th lane, not the 5th lane, that sort of thing. But I don't know.
Even then, you go highway speed when you get on the highway. Gives them like a baseball bat to the head. They are maybe not the worst people, because you're gonna bring up Hitler again, and he was objectively worse.
Yeah, but there can be degrees of bad, and I would say that
true.
Right. So
true. I mean, they are like deserve to die bad though. No way around.
Yeah. All right, everybody. I actually have plans tonight. I'm bragging. I have plans after this, so we need to end this. My vacation. I'm a party guy. I keep going.
I have nothing to plug this week either, because I am going to be flying out on Saturday out west with my awesome daughters.
Yeah, I'll plug something. It's in the distance, but I'm going to do an improv for everyone class at the United Theater in Westerly. It's happening February 11th. So check out the United Theater. I don't know if they've posted it yet, but if you've always wanted to try improv, this one is the focus is giving you some basic improv skills and talking about how it can improve all aspects of your life, your work life. So it's not about performance, although you'll get to taste some of that, but it's more about, there's a lot of skills that people that practice improv bring to their outside of improv life. And and also United is just dabbling in performative improv. So I really want this to sell out. So it's going to be relatively inexpensive, and $20-25, I think. And it's in Westerly. It's in a really cool space. So check them out. Check out the United Theater. They have great shows all the time. They have really great bands that come through. They also have, it's a movie theater, so they also have first run movies there. Like you can go see Avatar, The Way of the Water, which I saw, Jerrod. We need to chat about that at some point.
I haven't seen it yet, and
I'll wait until you see it, and then we can have a discussion.
I didn't realize we were like plugging things that were that far out. So starting January 8th, I'm teaching a level 3, which is character. So if you've gone through levels 1 and 2 at Providence Improv Guild or at another theater that has a comparable curriculum, you can, if you've taken it before, you can come and take it again with me. Not to brag, but I'm kind of an awesome teacher.
Yeah. Actually, I'm returning to the classroom in March, April with level 2. So there you go.
Nice. There you go. You taking it again, or are you teaching it?
Teaching it.
Nice. Yeah. Level 3 was the first 2 classes I TA'd were both level 3 classes. Awesome. So this is going to be fun.
It's in a little reverse order. I was going to say you could do Ian and then go right to Jerrod, but if you're in level 1 now, we're going to have some fun in April or March and April. Yeah. All right, my friend. Is that it for plugs? That's it for me.
That's all I've got. Unless you want to fly United Airlines with me from Newark, New Jersey to Portland, Oregon.
Hey, safe travels. I haven't been on a plane in like 5 years. Safe travels, my friend. And
I went, like last year when I came back, it was a nightmare. I scheduled myself for a red eye like the night before, so I wouldn't lose any days of work. Delay. I got home like 2 days late.
That's the worst, man. Well, I will say this. It is, let's see, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's the 4th night of Hanukkah. So those of you who celebrate Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. For those of you who celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. For those of you who celebrate something in the holiday season, happy holidays. Sorry, it's a catch-all. There's a lot of them. Well, I want to make sure this is inclusive. Forum. So I just
people who eat ham at Christmas, enjoy your ham.
Yeah, well,
people who eat chicken at Christmas, enjoy your chicken.
And Jerrod, you hate it, so I hope it doesn't suck too much. All right, that's my And I'll say to everybody that recognize it, Happy New Year, and we'll see you in 2023.
That's right. See you next year, folks.
See you next year. Bye.